Hey Pisces, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and today we're going to be doing a different kind of spread. It's called the Eye Opener. As you guys know, I'm mixing it up a little bit and trying out different spreads. If I could even shuffle this. Trying out different spreads, in order to just keep it a little fresh. So this one is going to bring us to a higher awareness and higher understanding of things that maybe we're not expecting, that we can't see yet. Aspects of our life and what we're going through that, if we get to see, we would maybe navigate it better, whatever it may be. So, Pisces, thank you for joining me. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you're having a lovely day or night wherever you are in the world when you watch this. Take what resonates with you, leave the rest, as always, and let's begin. All right. So, first card that we got here is the it's the Eight of Swords. So what you're aware of is that there is something holding you back. You are aware of that. You don't know exactly what it is. You don't know exactly how to fix it maybe. But you can tell, internal or external, that there is something like binding you, wrapping you in an energy that you cannot sort of break through. Now, you're probably conscious as well of the fact that this has almost kind of like a big chunk of it. It's because you're allowing it in your mind in the form of limiting beliefs, fears, insecurities. Some of you are very well aware that your fear of success or your fear of abandonment or your fear of persecution, is precisely what fuels those blockages. Some of you are perfectly aware of that. Some of you are even aware that most likely if you were to pursue fearlessly what you want, you would probably succeed. But there is this feeling, there is this just overall sense of hopelessness, like you can't fight something because you don't know what you're fighting. These are self-imposed limitations, but they are limitations nonetheless. The things that are binding you, you can use in your favor. What is unclear here is showing up as the Five of Pentacles. Some of you are feeling sad, abandoned. Some of you are feeling left out, unmotivated, gray. Some of you are feeling defeated, depleted, and you may not know why. And that is what's showing up as the unclear. We got a wolf here, and wolves for me, even if they mean a whole lot of other things, to me they always are immediately associated with loyalty. So what I'm seeing here is, I feel like some of you are a little scared of trusting. A little scared of trusting the divine, a little bit of, a little scared of trusting your success, your abilities, your optimistic points of view. Some of you are just like I don't know. Because it seems like you're a very loyal person, but I feel like that is not always what has been given back to you. Some of you are feeling... this is what I'm getting. Some of you are feeling maybe depressed. There is a component here of an imbalance in your mental health, in your nutrients, in your overall sense of well-being. There's a problem there, okay? There is something that you are needing, that you're lacking. Some of you really need to hydrate. Others of you really need to go through an emotional healing about a loss. Some of you really need to, go to therapy. There is something here on the inside, okay? Something that is affecting the outer world more than you realize. And that is what is really actually holding you back. Some of you may feel like, oh, it's my fear of success, it's my fear of failure, it's my fear of this, that, the other. But it actually seems to be going a little deeper than that. It may be more associated with wounds, with a deep heartache, with depression. I'm getting that some of you here have been feeling extremely tired, mentally foggy, depleted in ways that don't make sense. And you may be thinking a lot about what you're eating, what you're drinking, how much you're sleeping, all of the basics in the physical, right? And it seems like you can't find the answer of why you're feeling the way you're feeling. And it's because it has more to do with depression, depressive states. And I'm not, of course, a therapist that can tell you through the internet without knowing you that you're depressed. But what I'm getting from the cards is that some of you are experiencing symptoms of depression and not identifying them as symptoms of depression, and instead thinking that there could be some kind of depletion that, comes from another space. So by bringing that sadness, that grief, that possible depression into your awareness, that's how you unlock the other side. That's how you unlock everything in the physical. So let's see what options can be taken here. What is the best way to go about it? If you're resonating with this, of course. 9 of Swords. Okay, so some of you need to address anxiety. So if you have a counselor, if you have a therapist, if you have or take medication, if you have support in this area, a focus on anxiety would really make a difference here. Some of you are dealing with more anxiety than you realize. You may feel like this is just how you are, this is just how life is. But once that anxiety is treated, you're gonna realize like, wow, I was really seriously dealing with a burden that I did not know I had. Some of you experience a lot of anxiety. Social anxiety, holding you back. Paralyzing anxiety is what I'm getting. So the best way to go, forward, or the best way to move into things is addressing your anxiety. Now, you can do this through a gazillion million methods, right? But if you have a therapist, if you are already, taking medication or having Ayurvedic treatments or whatever, it's time to go back to your counselor and being like, you know what, or your therapist and being like, you know what, I'm struggling with this. Just bring that point up and they will know how to help you, is what I'm hearing. What habits in the day-to-day can you implement that will keep not only depression but anxiety kind of like under control? Maybe working out, right? Maybe, and I know it's not that easy to just, be depressed and all of a sudden be like, I'm gonna go work out and just go work out. I know it's not that simple, but creating a routine out of it and starting very, very gently and very, very small can definitely start to build up that habit. And that really does help, not only for anxiety and blowing off some steam, but also for any kind of depressive symptoms. The Wheel. The Wheel of Fortune. All right, that is interesting, Pisces. as with everything in your life, it seems, there is a deeper meaning to this too. The way that you figure this out within yourself is the way that you're going to help others figure it out within themselves in the future. So don't look at the physical details. Don't look at the physical reflection right now. Don't look at all of the physical blockages and try to find a way to figure those out. Instead, go within and realize what is hurting, what is making you feel sad, what is making you feel stressed or worried. Focus on that. Focus on the internal healing. As within is without, or something, whatever. As above, so below. So just make sure that you are taking good care of that. And everything in the exterior realm will be taken care of. It's cycles, you know, it's up and down, up and down. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. When we're up, celebrate, make the most of it. When we're down, be patient, because it all goes up again. So allow yourself to explore a sadness here, a sadness. And once that is open, once that is like out in the open, fresh air is gonna come in. It's like when you open the door, even in the slightest, to be curious about that sadness or grief and to allow it to heal, or even have like the tiniest intention to heal it, it's like all of that energy is gonna come out like bats out of hell, right? Wishing to leave your system, okay? Your body, your mind, your emotions. So it's just a matter of being brave enough to open that door, and it will all just flow out. And with having all of that negativity out, all of that pain out of the system, building the new and almost like fixing the external is going to be super easy. So that is the eye opener spread. I hope that you enjoyed it. I did. I hope that it serves you as well. You're making progress. We have here 8, 9, 10, but there's a big fat 5 in the middle. So it's like you're moving forward, you're getting closer to the finish line, you are getting closer to a victory, but you can't really get there unless you take a few steps back and make sure that you unburden yourself. Imagine as if you're climbing a mountain, and you're so close to the top, but the closer you are to the top, the more gravity hits, right? The more tired you are. At some point, before you get to the top, if you want to get to the top, you need to grab your backpack and see if there's anything you can leave behind, right? See if you can make it lighter somehow. And that's the point in which many of you are at. This is the time to put down the backpack and unpack everything that is making it all heavy and difficult. By putting all of that out of the backpack, then you're lighter, brighter and shinier, and you can get to the top way easier. So that is what I'm picking up here, Pisces. I hope that this helps. I hope it supports you. I remind you that the 2024 forecasts are still available. I'm going to leave them in the instructions. Leave them and the instructions in the description box below. It's not Mercury retrograde. Why can't I speak? Weird. I'm like super tongue-tied. And yeah. All right, Pisces. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. I love you so much. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being awesome. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.